Hey everybody out here, what's going on? Feel free to check out the videos out here on my channel. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe, leave comments, follow me on Twitter. You can also join me on post.news. Check out the links in various descriptions. There's also ebooks, fundraising, and more. Check it out and do what you do. I post on the community tab when I'm going live, so feel free to check out and see what's going on my channel on the community feed out here on YouTube. What's up everybody? Hoping everybody's doing well. Today I'd like to talk briefly about online activity versus the concept of online censorship. Whether it's AI, image creation tools wanting to control what can and can't be shown, whether it be morons acting stupid on social media yet trying to censor other people, whether it's political morons trying to, take away basic human rights and human, functionality. I think a lot of this thing is a slippery slope. If you try to control and protect everything, you wind up doing nothing. If you let stupid people run amok, they go crazy. And as I've dealt with over the many years of being online, some morons just need to get smacked just because. But I'd like to point out that censorship is very tricky. You don't want crackheads making threats and bomb threats and that kind of bullshit, but at the same time, you need to teach people like that how to communicate, how to have normal conversations, how not to assume asking somebody what their first name is means you're trying to date them. Those kind of simple concepts that people understood 20 years ago before the internet was a thing. And as I've posted out on Twitter a few times, as well as the post.news, a lot of people want to judge people based on shit they know nothing about, instead of actually thinking, helping people learn right and wrong, helping people actually have communications and conversations, even about tricky bullshit, versus trying to judge everything, be worried about 18 months down who's going to be voting for who and all that nonsense. A lot can change, in terms of bullshit between now and then. To me, it's kind of like the financial mess where people were banks get bailed out for going broke when they only have 5% of people's money on hand to, prevent bank runs. So when everybody wants to, buy their vehicles or work on their house, the bank doesn't have the money to actually put into stuff like that, so they got to go by means of IOU of some sort. Now, I'm on, for, building up a credit score and working on various projects and doing various things. But when it comes to censorship, when it comes to trying for governmental oversight of every little thing, trying to make a minimum age online, trying to, assuming people in a general chat that put specifically on their profile, not looking for sex, just right out and, saying here's a chat room is for conversations. It's not for dating. It's not for abuse or making out or any of that bullshit. Like I said, asking somebody their name isn't a date, isn't trying to, abuse them from halfway across the country, that kind of shit. I mean, I've seen people, like I say, that barely know their own kids' names, and they brought them into this world. I've also seen morons, both in my hometown and where I've been living the last 3 years, that assume, just random bullshit is legitimate without knowing, the first thing about it, yet wanting to judge people based on nonsense. And some of it might be politically motivated, and some might be motivated by personal experience. However, that doesn't give anybody the right to assume retarded-ass bullshit. Especially not, looking at things from both sides of the coin. If people, want to know what the hell's going on, see what's going on, see both sides of the coin, then make a decision. Don't, just because you see something that might be 5 or 10 or 15 years old, automatically assume that somebody's busy stalking the shadow. I mean, that's nonsense. That's like people, that want to, make all these rules thinking people, 13 years old and under shouldn't be online, and people that are under 15, 16 shouldn't use like social media like Twitter, YouTube, etc. I think, people are responsible. People are learning how to learn different skills that can actually benefit them in many ways. What's wrong with that? Before the internet, people, actually had conversations. Nowadays, everybody's trying to accuse somebody of being the worst of the worst. To me, it's kind of like, what I was posting a few days ago on Post.news about how politicians want to ban books from school libraries. What's the matter? They don't find any AK-47s or M16s in those particular libraries. Anyway, take care, everybody. Talk to you soon. Feel free to check out the community tab. Check out my other videos. If you like what I see, feel free to comment and subscribe. We'll talk to you later.